welcome to the diamond. Adrenaline is pumping in every play today, and we've got our eyes locked on the details that others miss. Before we jump into the action, I want to ask God to pour out His blessings upon every single one of our subscribers, your families, and your friends. May prosperity and health always be with you. If you're looking for precision, hard-hitting data, and that strategic analysis that sets the winners apart from the rest, you're in the right place. The stage is set and the arsenal is ready. We're going to dominate the board with the conviction of a champion. My friends at Dominic Sports Picks, here are our updated statistics for today, with the goal of maintaining transparent and honest communication with all our followers. In this report, we clearly reflect our success and loss ratios, offering a real-world view of the performance of our picks. At Dominic Sports Picks, we believe that trust is built with verifiable results, consistent commitment, and complete transparency in every shared analysis. Now, let's get to today's analysis. Heads up, Diamond Sharps. Tomorrow at PNC Park, we're witnessing an elite pitching duel. With Rasmussen hitting his stride and Skeens established as the NL's most feared ace, control is the name of the game. Ignore the hype, trust the metrics and let discipline drive your profits. It's time to cash in on this total with authority. Let's get it. Pick analysis, under 8.5 runs. From a professional betting perspective, an 8.5 total for this matchup is a market inefficiency we must exploit. In this 2026 campaign, Paul Skeens has evolved from a top prospect into a clinical executioner. His splinker is currently posting a 38% whiff rate, and his ability to keep the ball low in the zone drastically limits extra base hits. Facing a Rays lineup that, while disciplined, historically struggles against high-octane velocity and elite power arms, Tampa's offensive ceiling is significantly capped. On the Rays side, Drew Rasmussen is the prototype pitcher that professional bettors target for the under. His command is surgical, he doesn't surrender free passes, BB% below 5%, and his ground ball rate has surged to 52% this month. Rasmussen doesn't need 10 strikeouts to be effective, he thrives on weak contact. The Pirates, despite their roster growth, still show notable inconsistency in their collective OPS when facing pitchers with a dominant cutter like Rasmussen's. Key market and environmental factors. PNC Park, Pittsburgh's April weather is typically crisp, reducing the ball's coefficient of restitution. The dense air will keep routine fly balls inside the park instead of turning them into home runs. Bullpen trends, both teams feature elite situational relievers in 2026. Tampa's high-leverage arms in the late innings, 7th through 9th, are among the league leaders in run prevention. Line movement, the line opened at 7.0 in several sharp books and ticked up to 7.5 due to public money chasing overaction. This is where we find value by fading public perception and backing. The elite arms. This is a game where defenses and starting pitching will dictate the tempo. I don't see a scenario where both offenses solve these two all-star caliber starters before the 6th inning. Professional betting isn't about guessing, it's about cold risk management. This matchup provides the ideal edge to exploit market inefficiencies. Stick to your strategy, respect your bankroll units, and let the arms dominate the diamond. Consistency is the only path to long-term success in this game. Stay sharp and trust the process. Attention, value hunters. Tomorrow in the capital, the market is handing us a gem of inefficiency. While the public chases the Giants brand name, professionals are watching the emergence of a true ace in DC. This isn't just a bet, it's a tactical execution based on high talent ceilings and home field advantage. Let's strike. Pick analysis, Washington Nationals plus 1.5, run line. Backing the Nationals plus 1.5 in this spot is a calculated mathematical decision driven by the sheer disparity in stuff between tomorrow's starters in this 2026 season. The pitching factor, Cade Cavalli versus Adrian Houser. The core of this edge lies in Cade Cavalli's evolution. Now fully integrated into the rotation post-recovery, Cavalli has kicked off 2026 averaging 97.4 miles per hour on his heater, paired with a power curve posting a 34% whiff rate. The Giants lineup, while disciplined, has shown significant gaps when facing high-octane arms that challenge the top of the zone. Conversely, Adrian Houser is a serviceable veteran with a low ceiling. His heavy reliance on the sinker to induce weak contact is a risky strategy at Nationals Park if the April air remains dry. His 4.52x FIP over his last 3 starts suggests he's allowing far more base runners than his surface ERA would lead you to believe. In a battle of the bullpens, Washington has aggressively invested in high-leverage young arms for 2026, closing a gap that was once a chasm. Market dynamics and trends. Home underdog value. Predictive models price Washington at a 48% win probability outright. Getting the plus 1.5 insurance at competitive odds is an algorithmic gift. Giants road performance. San Francisco has struggled to cover the run line as road favorites this month, often winning by a single run or faltering in the late innings. The Woods/Cruz factor. Washington's young core has reached its boiling point. Their ability to manufacture runs through elite speed and gap-to-gap power puts immense pressure on a Giants defense that has seen a dip in UZR, ultimate zone rating, this season. Betting on Washington to keep it close or win outright is about riding the momentum of a rising squad against a Giants project that currently feels stagnant in the middle of their rotation. Discipline is what separates gamblers from investors. Don't be blinded by safe favorite odds, find the edge where young talent meets opportunity. Trust Cavalli's arm and the energy in DC to cover this spread. Play it smart, stay cold-blooded, and let the data lead the way to the payout window. Heads up, Diamond Sharps. Tomorrow at the Coliseum, the market is underestimating the White Sox's resilience. In a battle of veteran arms like Fed and Severino, the parity is much tighter than the odds suggest. We aren't looking for a straight win, we're hunting the efficiency of a plus 1.5 line that punishes the Athletics' inconsistency. Pure value. Pick analysis, Chicago White Sox plus 1.5, run line. From a realistic market analysis perspective, this game presents a prime fade the favorite opportunity. The Athletics, despite home field advantage, haven't shown the consistency required to be laid as heavy favorites against an Eric Fed who has found remarkable stability in this early 2026 campaign. Pitching matchup, Eric Fed versus Luis Severino. Eric Fed, CWS Fed has refined his arsenal since his stint in Asia and his 2024 to 2025 MLB return. In his 2026 starts, his sweeper is posting a 32% whiff rate. His ability to induce weak contact, hard hit percent below 35%, is the secret sauce for keeping games within reach. Fed rarely implodes, he's a professional bridge starter who keeps his team competitive through the 6th inning. Luis Severino, OAK Severino remains a high-volatility enigma. While his peak velocity sits at 96 to 97 miles per hour, his 2026 xERA suggests he's been escaping trouble by the skin of his teeth. The White Sox lineup, though not a powerhouse, features contact-oriented bats capable of driving up the pitch count for Severino, who historically struggles once he crosses the 85-pitch threshold. Value factors and trends. Oakland's bullpen volatility. The Athletics' relief corps has shown significant cracks in high-leverage situations this month. Even if Severino exits with a lead, the plus 1.5 cushion for Chicago protects us against a late-inning collapse or a one-run game scenario. Defensive efficiency. The White Sox have upgraded their defensive runs saved (DRS) metrics in the infield for 2026, which directly supports Fed's ground ball-heavy pitching style. Market sharpness. The public is paying a name-brand premium for Severino, ignoring that Fed has superior command metrics, 2.1 BB/9, so far this season. Taking the plus 1.5 provides coverage for roughly 65% of historical outcomes in similar bottom-tier matchups. Betting success isn't about picking winners. It's about identifying mispriced margins. The White Sox have the starting pitching required to silence Oakland's bats and keep us safely within the spread. Manage your bankroll with professional rigor and let the data do the talking on the field. Let's lock in this strategic payout with a cold-blooded mindset. Family, now we continue with our props players. As of April 18, 2026, the prop market shows significant value on Eric Fed's strikeout total. The White Sox right-hander has displayed surgical consistency this season, recording exactly 4 strikeouts in each of his 3 starts, 12 K and 16.0 IP. While his 18.8% K rate is steady, professional bettors should focus on his efficiency. With an elite 4.7% walk rate, Fed avoids high pitch counts, allowing him to average over 5 innings per start and maximize his strikeout ceiling. The deciding factor is the matchup. The Athletics enter this game with a staggering 32.1% strikeout rate against right-handed pitchers in 2026, the highest in MLB. Their lineup has shown a chronic inability to adjust to Fed's sweeper, which is currently posting a 32% whiff rate. Given that Fed has cleared the 3.5 mark in 100% of his 2026 outings and Oakland remains the most strikeout-prone team in the league, a 3.5 line is undervalued relative to his projected volume. The edge lies in exploiting a conservative market line against a low-discipline offense. My people, until tomorrow, blessings and good luck to all.